Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. It's time for court. I am super excited, most of which, I want to find out about the story, but I'm very, very intrigued about this new prosecutor they were talking about too. Hey Nick, what is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you just see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, look at this thing. I brought this mask-to-mask publicity photo. Are you sure you're supposed to have that? I mean, we are... Oh, God. Isn't the guy, really now in trouble? You bought that? Where? Yeah, where did you get it?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. You don't say. Wait, we got the photo? What for? Oh, God, we're gonna have to look at that, aren't we? Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's that?
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Oh, darling, how are you? Oh, you can't help but like him a little when he looks like that. Oh, dear. Darling, are you okay? Are you gonna make it? Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. What do you mean? There's, nothing ugly about him. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. Ugh. He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lord Lee Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Ugh. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please? What? This is crazy. I actually have to defend him when he wants a guilty verdict?
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Tessie, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
You see, actually the thief is... Wait, what was that? What did he just mumble about? The thief is who? Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Oh, dear. Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. What? Your husband's going on trial. You're not going to stay? I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. That's a bit weird, isn't it? What's that about? To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask-to-mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Is that what we're gonna have to use? Because literally, I still don't understand what the hell's happening. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Ugh. Are we doing the right thing, putting our trust in her? I guess we're gonna have to find out. Alright, I'm very excited to see the judge. Judge! Are you there, buddy? How's your face? Who the fuck is that? The fuck is with his face? Judge! How you doing, darling? How's your beard? Doing good? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Whoa, what the hell? Cyclops, what the hell's going on with you? Scott Summers, you've changed. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... Whoa! Well, stupid question. What is going on with this guy? Holy crap! Well, I kind of like him. Oh, he looks like people in Final Fantasy XIV a little bit. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. Whoa. He's giving the judge sass already. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I'm Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. What is this music? Oh my god! This is like some film noir shit. This is so amazing! Ah, he's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. Holy crap, he's sexy. Yes, your reputation precedes you. Everybody about to feel sexy up in here. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Haha, none. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. What? Wait, what? Is that serious? Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. What? This isn't real. What the hell? Even that craphead Payne has, like, won some stuff. And we obliterated that dude. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? They're putting a beginner prosecutor on this case? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in the court of law? Yeah, isn't that illegal? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. Whoa! This dude's slick. Holy shit. Oh my god, the judge's underwear just flew off. Did you hear that? This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? Okay, well, Payne wasn't, let's just be honest. So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Trite. Whoa, dude! That is not my name. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? Oh my god, it's an old reference. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What's up, baby? You want to get it on earlier, like later tonight? I'm free. My other appointment has skipped town, so I'm available. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? You want to bring chains into the deal tonight? Alright, I'm for it. Let's do this. Alright, Robot Jones, I'm ready. I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. What? Whoa. Okay. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Good lord. Oh no, Gumshoe. Oh, well, time to throw all this testimony out. Oh, Jesus. Of course we're gonna start with him. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Oh. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Here we go. Time to just not pay attention to any of this. No, we probably have to. Alright, Master Mask Crimes. Let's hear it. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Oh, so he's like fairly new at the business, is he? He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go on after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Why does everyone keep mentioning the MO? Like, how... You never ever hear it, and then suddenly you hear it 5 million times. So the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, you? What? What's this? Whoa, what the hell? Where'd that coffee come from? Yo, get me one. What the hell? Oh my god. What is this? Are we playing that game where you slide the beers down the bar? What game is that? I forget what it's called. Tap Out or something like that. Tap House? I don't know. It was on Wreck-It Ralph. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. Well, what, did you get it at Starbucks? Okay, I could believe it if so. Starbucks' coffee is burnt to shit. It happens. But, I mean, you could get a different one if you didn't like it. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. What is this dude about? I'm flabbergasted and spellbound at the same time. Is that what he's supposed to do? Very well, it's only coffee after all. Well, I want some coffee. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial? Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. God, I don't even remember what Gumshoe said. I'm so, I'm finagled, in this dude. I need, Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna do my dominant strategy, which is press everything. As long as I haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Stole the urn? Wow, I can read. Everything's coming at me. Whoa! Look at Cyclops down there. That's crazy. Alright, Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. I might not press all of these if they seem to be like nothing, but I don't know, it depends. I always say that, but then I end up pressing everything anyway. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. It's a Zvari. I'm a Zvari author on thieves. What? How weird that you would say that.
An author? He's written books about thieves?
I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. Does it really? Oh. Because I'm pretty sure Gumshoe has let a million things slide. It's easy to when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Butterfinger! Okay. Oh, we've got one of these again, do we? Alright. I'm gonna leave it for now, because I want to hear what else he has to say before I go pressing things. I don't want to get in trouble. The real authority on the thief is the other detective. I don't need to ask this one any more questions. True. That's probably true, actually. So confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. Right? Well, we know that to be true. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So wait. So do we not have it? So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. Oh, I see. That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. That's right, so we do have it. It's the one we actually have in our inventory. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. Uh-huh. They're trying to keep that from everybody. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. Alright. His 5th heist? And your 5th screw-up, huh? Wow, Phoenix. Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this. Oh my god, true. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me?
Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme.
I don't blame him. Those two are probably like at major odds.
His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces.
This is the part that got me. Didn't we have a whole dialogue earlier about how the urn wasn't precious at all? It was like a piece of junk. I think Ron Delight said that himself, and then somebody else said it. I think it was Adrian. Is this what I want to present? Because I was... Sacred urn. Yeah, see, look. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. Is this gonna screw me if I do it now? I'm just really raring to go here with it. I'm doing it. Balls to the wall. YOLO and crap. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. I'm worried that they're gonna spin this wrong. They're gonna be like, oh, well, he thought it was priceless, so... The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. Well, at least he's being honest. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go for. Ugh. Poor Gumshoe. I feel like we're always, like, just getting him in trouble, aren't we? If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask? I guess that's what we're trying to spin it on. That's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? He's too busy drinking his Starbucks. But you're really... Oh. Didn't think I'd get that swallow noise there, but here we are. Well, I really want some coffee now. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. You have 107 blends of coffee? Good Christ, man. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. What is this dude talking about? That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. Whoa, come on, man. This is nutty. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
What the fuck are you talking about, Geordie LaForge? I don't understand you. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask methods. A fake.
A fake Damask?
Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Whoa! Who the fuck is passing that to him?
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite.
Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Oh. Well, I think I have something, but I didn't really check it.
Crap, I better do that now. I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Hang on. Okay, hang on to that thought, please. Everyone hang on. I think what I want to look at is... Yeah. Let me look at this. Okay, so there he is right there. He's got the hat and the mask and the weird curtain tassels on his shoulders, and got some gloves and some crazy crown sleeves and a cod piece. I don't freaking know. And then we also got this, and I'm assuming that's why we got this, is to check. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, look. Oh! The thing isn't there. Look. The Mario 2 Phantom that he's wearing, like, on his neck, like, as a brooch. That's not there, is it? Excuse me? Oh! Is that what we have to do? Shit. Good thing I looked. That would be the only reason we got that poster right now before court started, was to check it against the photo that we had. That's what I was thinking. It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. Alright. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Alright, so then am I presenting the security photo or the poster? I'm assuming it would be the security photo. Alright. And then, if I'm right, they'll probably ask us to point to what the problem is, right? The proof is right here. Or is Phoenix just gonna tell them?
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Oh god, good thing I looked. What you doing smelling that shit over there? Come on, man, give me some of that. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? I will. Use the pointer. Okay, it's exactly what I thought. Show what's peculiar. It's gotta be this right here. There we go. It's right here, of course. Has anyone ever pointed to his crotch? And if you did, what happened? Kinda want to do that, but not on this LP.
You mean Master Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Yeah, thank God you did. Yup. That's the only thing different. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here?
Bailiff. Did he spell brooch wrong? I always thought it was B-R-O-O-C-H. Am I wrong? A brooch, Your Honor. I think that's wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be a little bit crazy. I am old. It's sort of a clasp for holding one's cape on.
Clasp, eh? Ah, I see now.
But Damask in the security camera photo... Ah, he has no brooch. It's this whole thing again. It's this whole goddamn Steel Samurai thing again, isn't it? Oh, 5 million times we've gone through this. With the costumes and everything. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Mask is a fake. Is he? I've been fooled again! Oh no! Oh, poor Gumshoe. Oh dear.
Order. It's true? Undeniably true? Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Whoa. God, that's gonna surprise me every time. Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Ha! The brooch you're talking about? Oh my god. I really want some coffee, you guys. Do you mean this? Why do you have that? Oh god, that thing is hideous. Ah. That's Master Match's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. How could you have held on to this? It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. What? Buddha statue? You must mean the Ami Faye statue. Ami Faye does not look anything like a Buddha, though. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? Yeah, why didn't you? I always put evidence away in my pocket. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Ah, this guy is one cool customer. Yeah, he sure is. Jesus. He's also apparently Magneto. Maybe the coffee cup is metal. He's just gone voop. Otherwise, he's, I don't know, a mutant that can handle, what, ceramic? Maybe that's the thing. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? Oh my god. This guy's crazy, but I like him. That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Excuse me?
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. How could he? He had gloves on. Are you serious now? What?
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch?
Oh boy, it's one thing after another, is it? All the time.
Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Excuse me? Ew, what have you done to it? Take good care of her. Yo, Jordy, this is craziness now. Like, you can't air out your kinks in a court of law, man.
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. Yeah, we sure do. Oh, Christ. Of course. Fantastic. Ha! You mess with Godot. And you get burned. Like your Starbucks coffee? Ugh, he's been playing with me like a violin. That's later tonight, Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, if he says yes. He hasn't really said anything yet about it. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Oh, great. I know who it is, too. It can only be one person. Huh, you done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. Get down from there, Gumshoe. We know you're all finished. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. Wow. Poor Gumshoe. That doesn't sound good at all. Oh, no.
Bailiff, bring the next witness into courtroom.
Alright, everybody, it's time. It's time for Waluigi, Penguin, Yu-Gi-Oh! To take the stand. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Oh, this is gonna be a thing. Here he is. What's up? Oh god, I have to deal with these two. Jesus. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. What, you got coffee brewing back there? Shh! Silence! Whoa! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
A 7-year-old could have figured that out. Huh, not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Pardon me? Is that a euphemism? Don't worry, I'll be doing that later tonight. Wait, maybe he'll be doing the penetrating, I'm just saying. Okay, well. That's for later. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. Ew, I do not want to see no ship on that. Oh, no. Oh god, is there one existing? Well, Tumblr will tell me the answer to that later. Unfortunately, I'll let you know on Twitter. If I scream about it, you'll know what happened. They had to be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Wow! Harsh! Why was this guy all by himself anyway? Yeah, didn't they think it was necessary to have more security on that night? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. It's so suspicious, isn't it?
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
Alright, here we go. What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I woke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. I already see a problem. Okay, so we already kind of got that he was probably hit over the head with the sword, right? So I agree with that part, but something doesn't add up, because didn't we just get a brooch and they said there was some kind of scuffle to pull it off? He didn't mention that at all.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. So, okay, so basically a normal human is what you're saying. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking on any ordinary thief. but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mass, my arch enemy. These voices are going to be the death of me, I'll tell you what, especially since I'm getting over being sick. I'm so sorry. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
You just wait. I think there's definitely something wrong. Especially when he said, no, nothing happened, I just got bonked over the head and that's it. No, I'm positive that there was a fight. Because what about all the spilled paint and jargon, too? Like, what about all that crap? Approximately 1 in the morning, just after the date changed. Alright. That's probably true, but I'm gonna press this anyway. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night? Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. What? I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So facing away is what he's saying.
So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it?
Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that he never saw him at the crime scene. Precisely! That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. Whoa. Is that a euphemism? And in any case... That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. Okay. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? He's gonna say flew in again. More of that crap too? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. What? I hereby W Ace Dunce. Oh, good job, Phoenix. Too bad nobody heard that. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Right, okay. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. Yeah, we've seen this already. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. No, because then how did the brooch get dislodged then?
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo?
He's too busy sniffing his Starbucks. But he's in love, actually.
Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. This is the one I was talking about. Am I right about this? I want to press it and see what he says. But then I'll have to go through... I'll have to go through everything again. I hate when they do that. Yeah, so this sword was bent. So we know that he was knocked on the head with it. However, how did this get dislodged? Looks like it was torn off some clothing. How did that happen then? It's not like in a place where you could just like knock it on something. I'm gonna go with this. Aw, yeah, baby. I've got this. Why the heck you lying? Mr. Adme, could you take a look at this with a special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ah, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously it wasn't glued on well enough. What? I don't think so. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha.
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security that night, you, Detective Adme. Ugh. Oh. He's quite dapper from behind, isn't he? Jeez, nice posture. Detective Adme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime.
No. Wait, just a moment, Sir Oldtimer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
Yeah, you tell him, Judge. Judge gets way too much crap sometimes. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Shut up, Robot Jones.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
Maya, shh. You talk too much.
Exactly.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Whoop. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me. Agree completely. What? Is he gonna testify again then?
Oh, for goodness sake. God, blimey. You know what? It's 30 minutes. That's what I said I would do. So I think in the next one, we'll figure out what he was fighting with the thief about. I would do it now, but I'm a little bit worried about this going overboard, and I don't want it to do that, so I hope you understand. But don't worry. I'm going to play it right now so that I don't forget a thing. I need to be at the top of my game. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.